What's going on, people of the world? Dalton with Dumpster Diamonds here. Got another What's Sold on eBay video for you for the month of... If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Or if you haven't heard yet, I recently cleared $10,000 in sales on eBay. Alright, so if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. It's a pretty awesome little milestone for me, considering this isn't my full-time job. This is just something I do on the side. So $10,000 on the side is a pretty nice little side gig if you ask me. But I'm still working on this YouTube channel, still only have 100 and something subscribers, so do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, and hopefully I can help you out and teach you how to sell some stuff on eBay and some other platforms too, like Amazon. So without further ado, I gotta show you some stuff I sold, and to start you off, check out this crazy sale. I actually didn't get $75 for this. I only got $50. I accepted an offer for $50. I got this at the Goodwill outlet store, which I love the Goodwill outlet. If you guys want to make some money, go down there because it's pay by the pound. And I found this, it's just a mini helmet. This thing's, I should have taken a measurement with it too, but it had a certificate of authenticity in there, and it probably weighed a pound or two. So I paid $1 or $2 for this thing at the Goodwill outlet and made 50 bucks. I paid for shipping, so it was maybe $6. It's such a light thing. I can't remember if it went first class or not, but you know, whatever. Spent 10 bucks and got 50 for it, we'll say, after eBay fees and whatnot, so, and shipping costs. Awesome little sale there. I wish I could do that every time, and this one sale covered everything that I bought at that Goodwill outlet that day, so the rest of the stuff I bought was just gravy, you know. So this is a perfect reason why I love going to the Goodwill outlets. I have one right next to my storage unit, and I actually live right next to one as well, so it's something I could literally do every day if I had more space. I'm so behind on my listings right now, and I want to make sure I get these videos done for you guys and for myself to make sure that I learn from them and to make sure that I don't make the same mistakes again too. So hopefully this is mostly some successes, but this right here is definitely a successful sale that I only spent $1 or $2 on plus shipping and got 50 bucks for it. Here's another great sale. This is about $60 for 29 little golden books. These are some very vintage books, and a lot of these books were not in the best condition. Luckily, there's enough pictures in here that I really did a pretty good job of taking pictures of all the really bad writing that was in it. Look at Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is destroyed. Not all of them were, but with a lot like this, I really try to describe this pretty well. I put every book down right here and then try to take pictures of all the writing. And I actually did a pretty good job. If it was worse than this, I would have done worse than good condition. But considering I took pictures of everything that was bad, I put it as good condition. And I think I paid 50 cents a piece at a garage sale, so pretty good turnaround for my cash. Can't complain. It took a couple months to sell, and I did have a couple offers on it that I tried counter offering and they didn't take it. Eventually somebody paid the full price I was asking, and I've been really tending to list things higher. I think I might start this at 60 bucks and then slowly reduced it by 50 cents or something every, I don't know, month or a couple weeks or so. So that's kind of been my strategy lately, is I've really been listing things at the higher end and then slowly discounting myself. Or maybe I've been looking into, I might run like a coupon code or something, coupon week, or you know, some kind of discount weekend, but I'll figure that out for the future. I'll let you guys know. Boom! Holiday lights. It's kind of a consistent sale for me, so I'm not going to talk too much on it. Make sure you guys check out my other videos, but I sold a bunch of these in August. If you ever see any kind of clear white mini lights still in the box, definitely consider picking them up depending on the price you get them at. I like bringing these up because I got these at the Goodwill outlet as well, and at first I paid normal price $1 a pound, so they were about $1 a box, maybe a tiny bit less. And then I'd only bought a couple, luckily, and then I went back because I realized even at $1 a piece, I was doing great. I was gonna get 3 or 4 or 5 bucks gross, even with my $1 investment. So I then went back to the store because they had a whole bin of these at the Goodwill outlet, and I like filled up, I don't know, 30 of them. And then the lady then told me that these were glassware. She charged me for glassware, I should say. And glassware is only 35 cents a pound. And then when I found out I could just ask for these to be priced at glassware, I went and bought like a whole shopping cart. So I had a ton of these, and I sold some in a different lot at like 5 lights a piece. But I sold 41 of them at full price here, $7.50. And this, I did pay for shipping and handling, and they went first class for like $3, maybe a little over $3. So it's like turning my 75 cents into 2 or 3 bucks. You know, when I buy 300 or 400 of these at a time, kind of like wholesale, that's kind of interesting. So I really want to focus on more stuff like that in the future with my eBay store, wholesale items where I only have to take pictures of one and then I can list 100 of them, and that's an easy listing that just gets done and sells a lot. So I'll be on the lookout for some more wholesale stuff in the future. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to be tuned in to the stories I gotta tell you. Moving on, Spiral Snyder, Spiralini Spiral. Oh, that's a lot of spirals in that title. I copied these titles from somebody else. I guess I didn't edit that. But, oh, I guess no, that's what it is. Spiral Schneider Spiralini. I got 2 of these at like a garage sale or a Goodwill. I can't remember. I think I only paid $1 or something for them. Sold them, and I had to pay for shipping, so not a great crazy sale. I thought these would sell a lot faster, but it took a minute. And then the funny thing was, after I sold them, I found out my cousin uses these things, and she probably would have bought them from me. Or she was kind of encouraging me to use it. She showed me a bunch of recipes to use with it, so kind of an easy way to make spaghetti noodles out of vegetables and stuff. Cool little gadget. Went first class, so at the end of the day, I did have to pay 3, 4, 5 bucks for only $2 of profit. You know, $2 of profit, but I did get 2 of them. I got 2 or 3 of these, and so it is nice when they can just make one listing and sell a couple of them right off. You know, I can save time in my listing process. This item right here, I just kind of showed this one to you guys because it kind of makes you think outside the box of what can be sold on eBay. Sometimes you just think it's vintage items, or you have a preconceived conception of what eBay has. And this right here is just kind of a normal daily item. I got it for like 50 cents or $1, you know, and I had to pay for shipping, so I didn't do great on this. I think I was hoping that I was going to find another one because I got this at a Goodwill and they had a bunch of these discounted, and it's not specifically the towelettes. I think they had some other things, and this kind of just ended up in my cart. I put it in anyways. I thought I was going to ship it off to Amazon, actually. That was the plan. I didn't end up doing that. I just ended up selling it on eBay. That's kind of a toss-up right now. The more things that I get brand new in the box, I might be just shipping them off to Amazon just to relieve my space and inventory right now, because I've kind of filled up my storage unit, and I've come to the point where I need to hire somebody or have a mass purge of items, maybe some garage sales or something. Moving on. Got some Plush right here. Got this at the Goodwill outlet. Still have the tags on it. Very vintage. Not very big, like 7 inches. Might have even went first class. Bozo the Clown. You guys remember Bozo the Clown? And went for $14.95, but I paid for shipping. It was something like $4 to $6 to ship. And can't complain. I got it for the weight of it, so I probably only paid $1, $1.50 or something like that. And Plush is definitely something I keep an eye out for now at garage sales or at Goodwill outlets, because you pay hardly anything for it a lot of times, and they sell for crazy amounts of money. You know, it really varies, but there's some crazy ones out there. So keep an eye out for the Plush, like Gary V. Sounding like Gary V now. It's all about that Plush. All right. Oh, here's a couple of game cases all in a row I wanted to show you. These are just game cases that I usually get for free out of the dumpster at GameStops. I haven't gone there too much recently. It's been probably a month or two or three since I've gone dumpster diving there. But I did recently go to a Goodwill on half off Saturday, and I found like 20 or 30 cases they had that didn't have games in it. And I got a hold of the manager and I made him an offer. And I got, I don't know, 30 cases for like $4. So even at that price, I could sell them as just the replacement case, or possibly find the game online and be able to make a little money there if I just bought the game only. So there's some options there. Definitely some money to be made. This is one more little thing that I've been doing is I've been really shifting my shipping policy over a little bit, or how I price my shipping. eBay really wants you to have free shipping on all their items, but that kind of requires you to up the price of your item so that covers the shipping. Well, I have been changing all my items over to having the price of the item plus shipping and handling, because somebody can come through like this person and get 3 game cases, and I just combined all the shipping on it to one. These are super light. They'll still go first class, so they don't have to pay for a bunch of extra shipping, and I don't mind because I'm getting rid of these cases that I paid nothing for. So look at this. They even left me a note. Hi, can you please ship these soon? Thank you for your business. Have a great day. Okay, yeah. Hopefully I ship them out to them soon enough that I get a good review. Oh yeah, 3 good reviews. I left two reviews. For some reason I didn't leave the third one. Sorry. I'll get back to that. But I just want to show this off a little bit and how I'm actually kind of doing a price change on all my items in my store. I'm not really doing free shipping so much anymore. I'm really kind of putting that price out there, like this is what it costs me to ship, and if you want to get a couple items together, then we can combine that shipping cost. That's no problem. But as far as each item goes, that's what it's going to cost to ship you. I keep a flat cost. So just keep that in mind when you're making your store, and let me know if you guys have your own strategy and why you do it. That's just what I've been working with lately. And I'm actually halfway done repricing all my items to be like that, so I'm not even fully there yet. So hopefully I'll get to share more orders like this where people are buying 2 or 3 plus things at a time, and that's when it's really going to make a big difference. So it's coming. I'll keep listing and keep fixing. I just want to make sure I keep filming and showing you guys stuff, showing you awesome sales like this. Coach scarf. I got this at a Goodwill outlet. Yeah, Coach scarf at a Goodwill outlet. I've gotten Gucci tie. You get name brand stuff in there sometimes, but the Goodwill outlets, you got to dig sometimes. And as you kind of noticed, I am not into clothing right now. I think right now I have this item and one more item that's sold. That's a piece of clothing to show you guys, but I'm really behind. I have items to sell. I probably have 100 pieces of clothing to sell. I'm just super behind in it. So one of these next videos coming up here, you might see a huge increase in my clothing, because one of these days I'm just going to start taking pictures of all these items and try to get 100 pieces of clothing out in 1 month. So as for now, this is an awesome sale. I paid maybe $2 for this thing because it was a Goodwill outlet by the weight item. $35, and they paid for shipping, so can't complain there. Awesome sale. This right here is a sale from my second bulk.com order, I believe. Or is this my first order? This actually might be from my first bulk.com order. I just didn't list it for a while. You can't really see because the case was kind of broken, so I replaced the case to it. The actual paper that's on the outside of this was still slightly ripped up here in the corner. It's tough to see, but once I fixed the case, it was very minor, and I still sold it very good condition. I probably should have just said good condition, but oh well. I think they gave me good feedback and everything. They probably didn't even notice it. They just wanted the game, and $28. So that's an awesome sale for that Bulk.com order. I believe on that first order I've already made my money back, so there's just some more gravy on top. Texas Longhorns baseball hat. Got this a long time ago. As you can see, this terrible picture. I have this weird backgrounds going on. This is actually my couch. This is from a while ago, maybe over a year ago. This thing finally sold, and I probably because I had these terrible pictures here. I should have left a white background, but my couch is gray, and this right here is black. This is just like this random black thing I was using for pictures, and anyways, I want to show you guys this item because I accidentally mixed up a shipping label with this item and one of my white Christmas lights that I showed you from a minute ago. And luckily, the person who got this baseball cap shipped it back to me so that I could get it to this person that really wanted it. And the person that accidentally got one of those holiday white lights, I just told them, don't worry about the holiday light, you can keep it. Let me just give me a minute to get this hat back to you because I accidentally made a mistake. And luckily, they were not mad. They understood. And I got them a hat, and I shipped out a new light to the other person, and everybody was happy. This was an awesome case scenario for my mistake. I could have got double bad feedbacks. I could have not gotten the hat back and had to lose this sale, which is not a big sale, but it could have definitely gone a lot worse. And one time, this happened to me, and I shipped out a $60 item, and they did not ship the $60 item back. So one time I really did lose out on some money. I didn't have a whole lot invested because that $60 item I actually only paid a couple bucks for at a garage sale. It was some VHS tapes. 007, it was actually books. It was a 007 book lot from all these like vintage 007 books, like 10 of them or more, 12 of them maybe, I don't know. And I sold that for 60 bucks, and I paid like 50 cents a piece for them. But sent them out to the wrong person. So make sure when you guys are printing out your labels, you double check. Now I always double check, not just a check. I double check all my labels because this has happened 2 or 3 times in my YouTube career now, and it's a headache, and I feel so dumb when it happens. And luckily, I haven't gotten a bunch of bad feedbacks from it, but it has happened 2 or 3 times. And this one got resolved pretty easily. Some of these UFC hand wraps sold. I also had another one. I think somebody bought 2 of these at the same time, so I got to combine shipping there. So just another example of why I'm really putting the shipping down at the bottom now. And I have told you guys in the past videos, if you haven't seen yet, I got a bunch of these from a UFC gym that went out of business. So got nothing invested in them and selling them for quite a bit of money. Look at this. Hustling Coffee. Whenever I go to my local grocery store, I check out their clearance section. It's the first thing I do. And there's been a couple times where they've had a bunch of coffee on clearance for like $2 a piece usually. So I have a bit invested here, 2 for $8 here, and I basically kind of just doubled that. You know, they paid for shipping and handling, and so I kind of doubled it. I mean, we're not counting PayPal and whatnot, whatever, but I did make a couple bucks off of stuff that I got at the grocery store. So in my mind, that couple bucks just paid for the groceries I bought that day. You know, there you go. Here is another shirt. I guess I ended up a couple more apparel item or a couple more clothing items that I forgot about. Just a simple Eagles t-shirt, sold it for $12.50. They paid for shipping, and I paid like $1 for this thing. So that's why I really want to get into clothing, because you can get this stuff for $1 and turn it into 10 all day long. You know, these are awesome little sales. So look out, I'm going to be getting into clothing here in the next month or two and really be listing hard in that category. Here's another Bulk.com order, I believe. Anyways, I actually did not test this thing, which was a big worry of mine with those Bulk.com orders, is testing them or not. Or if they've already been activated, you know, and then you can't reactivate. I wasn't really sure. I just put like new open box, and luckily nobody complained about it. kind of a risky move there, but I ended up making 30 bucks off of it. So another $30 added onto the book.com order. In the future, I'm really going to be a little bit more weary of selling the things that I can't test, and I might put those in a bulk lot instead if it's something that it might take time to test out. I don't even know. I didn't even take a picture with this thing on. Yeah, I, that's kind of scary. It's risky and might lead to some bad feedback in the future. So be careful of that if you're buying electronics. Make sure you test them. Here's some ink. I believe I got it at a Goodwill outlet. Paid $1 or $2 for it. Still in the package. Maybe I got it at a garage sale. I can't remember. But took a while to sell. Sat on the shelves for a minute. I probably could have brightened up these pictures a bit. They look kind of dark. But nice little sale off of $2. These Hot Wheels here were kind of a miss for me. I got a bunch of them for $1 a piece. Probably 40 Hot Wheels for $1 a piece. And I tried putting them in these little lots because I thought that Hot Wheels were going for brand new in the package. I thought they were at least $3 or $4 a piece. So every dollar I spent, I thought would turn to $2 or $3, you know. But I did sell a couple of the lots. I think I lotted them in 5 or 6 or maybe 7 cars, maybe 6 cars. And I sold this lot and another lot. And now I still have 3 or 4 of them kind of sitting there. So I don't even know if I made my money back on this yet. So it's kind of been sitting there. I might have to discount them even more and just make my money back, and just to get my money back and keep the money rolling, because I don't want this money is just kind of sitting on the shelf. You know what I mean? In my eyes. So this is another problem when you start an eBay store and you just start going to all these stores and buying stuff because you think you can make a buck. Sometimes it turns out not really to be worth it, and I'm gonna have to discount this. And I believe I'll still get my dollar back. I didn't lose any money on this, but I could be using this money towards things that could triple and quadruple really quickly. So I'm gonna be probably discounting the rest of my Hot Wheels down and just trying to make back my money on them and flip that money. I need to keep the money moving. That's what I'm talking about. Right here, here's the last piece of clothing I was thinking about. A pair of Dockers that were still new with tags, but super wrinkly. I didn't even try to unwrinkle it at all. I mean, just crazy wrinkly. But somebody still paid $30 for these, and I got these at a Goodwill outlet for $1 or $2. And this is why I really need to get more into these sales. You know, the reason I listed these over my other pieces of clothing, because it's already new with tags. I didn't even do anything to it. I probably could have ironed it, but I knew I'd probably still get 20, 30 bucks for it, so just got it listed real quick. You know, I need to get to the rest of them here. Size 52. This is big and tall right here. And awesome sale, though. That's, 10xing my money or whatever. Right here, got this at a garage sale. Slingshot. You throw it up in the air and then it turns into like a parachute. I paid like $4 for this, and somebody paid $20 for it, and they paid for shipping and handling. It was a weird thing to ship. I did have to kind of make my own box for it. So sometimes that's how it goes. People ask me how I ship things out, and sometimes I tell them I have to Frankenstein boxes together. Something like this, I did have to do that. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how much time this is going to take. Make sure you got some boxes laying around, some old boxes when you're shipping this stuff out. Right here, sold a couple books for 17 bucks. I wanted to bring up this order because a lot of times people get discouraged from selling books online because you could only make $1 or $2 from them, but a lot of times that's because of the shipping and handling. Each book's going to cost $3 or $4, $5 to ship, so you're a lot of times better off trying to put 2 or 3 or more books lotted together. And this right here was just 2 books that I knew were kind of similar. Somebody had bought them previously because they were getting ready for the army, and I bought them for 50 cents a piece and sold them for 17, plus shipping and handling, which only costs like $3 or $4. So definitely turned my dollar into $10. So I'd love to do that all day. So make sure when you guys are finding a bunch of books, don't get discouraged when each book is not profitable. Try to think of how you can lot these together so that way it really is worth your money or to pick them up. Right here is another example of stuff I got at the grocery store. They were marked down to $1 a piece, so I bought like 10 of them, kept 2 of them for myself because I needed some hair gel. I could put one at work and one at home. Sold the rest of them, so it's going to pay for my hair gel plus some groceries. They they are kind of heavy, so they did end up costing a bit to ship. So not a huge money maker here, but I thought it was just cool because I'm got my gel set up for the year off of one grocery store that discounted a bunch of them, and I probably could have picked up a few more of them. I just kind of picked up enough to make a couple listings, but they've been selling. Can't complain. And I like to bring this up because some people don't even think about this kind of stuff on eBay. They think they only go to, you know, the store to get hair gel, you know, but you can get it online. Right here, I bought up a couple of brand new DVDs, all kind of varying in prices. I like to go to the Goodwill, the regular Goodwill for their half off Saturday deals, which are happening less and less now, but they will have a lot of times at the one I go to, it's only 50 cents or $1 for the DVD. So when you find the ones that are still sealed in the box, they're definitely going to be, most of the time, they're going to be worth your money. It's not the craziest bang for your buck kind of thing, but I just like going there because I can a lot of times go in there and grab 5 or 6 of them on one Saturday, and I can get them listed real quick and just make 30, 40 bucks real quick. Sometimes more because look at this DVD. This one was new sealed. It must be a newer DVD. It must have just come out. And I have no idea why it was in Goodwill. You know, sometimes I wonder because they get these items from like Targets and stuff, but there's supposed to be a blue tag on it, and it didn't have one. You know, sometimes I wonder if it was supposed to be one of those items. I don't know how it got there, but I only paid it like $1 for it, and this one went for 17. So even though some of these little ones kind of feel like you're wasting your time on only making $1 or two, then I get one of these every once in a while, and it kind of evens it out for the rest of them in my mind. So it's like I get one of these that's like a $10 profit, $12 profit. That makes all these ones $2, $3 more each. So at least my dollar turned into $5 on each one of these dollars. So I kind of like to think about it like that. All right, here's the last item. Did you guys know that you can sell Bibles? And man, do some of them sell for a lot of money. Now, this is an interesting item because I don't know if you saw my YouTube video about how I made money because of my Snapchat account. I got this book for free from one of my very good friends because he was moving out of his apartment to another apartment and was just getting rid of a bunch of stuff because he's moving into a smaller apartment in the city, and he said I could sell his. He saw me on Snapchat selling stuff on eBay and thought right away that I could get rid of this stuff for him, and he didn't want anything for it. I'm gonna end up, giving him some stuff for sure, maybe a gift card, or I actually have an Xbox One controller from those Bulk.com orders that I'm gonna give him, but I ended up making $100 on this. I took an offer at $100. And the funny part, though, was my buddy told me this was brand new in the box, and I believed him. I mean, it looks brand new in the box, as you can see. But what I didn't do was I did not lift the cover up on the very first page. Because the very first page, my buddy's grandpa had inscribed it and said, this book belongs to Ethan, blah, blah, blah. So when this supposedly brand new book shows up to these people, they paid $100 for it. They sent me a message right away saying how displeased they were. So I felt super stupid. I was very bummed out and just told them, I'm so sorry. I told them the real story and said, this was my friend's Bible that I sold for him, and I was actually told that it was new and I didn't check it. And so what I did was I offered them a $20 refund on it, and they gladly took the $20 refund. And I felt so bad because they bought this for their grandson that was just being born. This is going to be that grandson's book, which is kind of funny, which is like the same kind of reason why my buddy Ethan got it in the first place. Was I think he got it around when he was born, and he never used it. Now it's going to be sent to somebody else. Jeez. Anyways, make sure you guys check your books when somebody tells you they're new, or you can't go off of that always, you know. And this really did look brand new. It's still in the box, but it was inscribed in the very front page, and luckily the person took a $20 offer off on that and did not give me a bad feedback, because they definitely could have. So could have went so much worse. I still made $80 on this item I didn't pay anything for, but I am going to give away some stuff to my buddy because I made a couple $100 off this stuff he gave him, and I got to keep a couple of things that I really wanted. So make sure you guys tell your friends that you sell things, because man, I've gotten a ton of offers recently on trying to help people sell their stuff, and people asking me how they should go about selling things and what my opinion is on it. And I have a little bit of knowledge on the subject now, and I tell them what it's going to cost you to ship it and things like that. So it's kind of interesting. This is a whole kind of skill set that's been developed, and I actually got a job, another side job recently, helping out a guy, a friend of mine I used to work for a while ago. And he's paying me $20 an hour to help him list his stuff on eBay. So that's just funny, you know. It's just because I went out there and talked about it, then it led to another little side job of making $20 an hour, you know. So anyways, I appreciate all you people of the world watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed and you learned a few things. Hopefully you also learn from my mistakes, like this kind of stuff, and don't make the same mistakes I did, alright? That's one of the reasons why I'm filming this. I'm going to learn from these mistakes. I'm going to make sure I double check things a lot more before I list them. I do not want to get a bunch of bad feedback. Right now I only have one bad feedback out of a couple hundred or whatever out of this past couple months. So I'm going to keep that going. I've been pretty lucky in the past, and I need to make sure I really double check these things. So that's the moral of today's video, everybody. Double check your items. Stay tuned for my next videos. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my future videos, because I got a lot of big projects I'm working on. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you later.